So you say you want the top spot, the number one spot. You want to be number one, man. They all say that, man. They all say they want the number one spot. They all say they want to be a winner. They all say they want to make the money. They all say they want the position. They all say they wanted to be number one. When you look around the world, everybody will tell you that they want the top spot. When I was in Iraq at 20 years old, a lot of the people to my left and to my right, they told me that they wanted the top spot. They wanted this dream. They wanted to go on, become Green Berets, Rangers. Some of them just wanted to get out of the military and become millionaires or multimillionaires. They all said the same thing. They all wanted that top spot. And as I have progressed through life, got out of the military, got into coaching others and helping them with high performance. I help them build the best them. I help build the best life. I help them build the best company. All of them tell me they want that top spot. They want the top life. They want the top amount of money that they can see them. They want the most amount of money. They want the most amount of freedom. They don't all want to be multimillionaires. They don't all want to have to be entrepreneurs. But whatever they do want, that is their top spot. Meaning, it's the highest that they can imagine themselves achieving. What's the highest you can see yourself achieving? Because you will not get that top spot if you do not have top spot habits and traits. And you sure as shit won't become a leader anyone will follow unless you become somebody you would follow. Guys, we have to, this video, I want to help you guys earn that and get that top spot in your life. Okay? So think of your goal right now. Think of the dream that you have. Okay, the reason it's a dream is because it's an image in your mind. It's something that you fantasize about. It's something that you want deep down and it's burning in your soul. And I'm telling you, you can have that dream. If I can go from bear hunter, in small town kid in Northern California, from hunting animals, hunting bear, not knowing shit about success and shit about anything, if I can go from that hunting bear to hunting humans, to helping humans and coaching them, guys, you can accomplish the thing that's in your heart. But it's not going to be given to you. The top spot, the thing that you're after in life, it has to be earned. And there's a few of you guys that are out there. The numbers say that most people will not earn the top spot, right? Like, there's the 1%, and then there's the 99% below that 1% that will never get the top spot. Why do you think that the 99% are the 99%? Well, I'll tell you, that poem by Heraclitus summarizes who gets the top spot and who doesn't perfectly. Heraclitus, he said, out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. Basically, that they're quitters. They shouldn't even be on the pursuit. He says 80 are just targets. There's 80 people that are going to be casualties on the path. He says 9 are real fighters. And he's like, we're lucky to have them because they make up the battle. 9 people are really, truly about the path, and they will fight their ass off to get what they want. But eventually, they get defeated too. And he says, but the one is a true warrior, and he will bring the others home. On every path that I have seen, guys, the thing that makes the one is that he's willing to pay the price. I'll tell you some traits of the 99%. People that don't ever get the top spot. People that don't ever get the top spot waffle in their commitments. for longer periods of time than they need to. They're indecisive. They back out. They don't take initiative. They expect things to be given to them. They're entitled. Now, we all have these negative traits in us all, and we have to fight them all the time. Now, the one, it's not that he doesn't have the traits of entitlement. It's not that he doesn't have the traits of wanting to quit. He wants to quit. He has the entitlement, but he battles those things, and he forces himself through the fire. He forges himself into the one. A lot of people when I was in Iraq wanted to be the one. And my guess is that by you watching this, you want to be the one. If you want to be the one, when you make a committed decision, you follow it. You follow it and you see it through. Whenever I've made a decision, I have never backed out. I don't back out. And that's the mindset that all of us need. Backing out, all that backing out means is that you value what everybody else thinks that you should do, and you don't trust yourself to pull it off. Backing out is a coward's path. Now, there is a difference between realizing that you're in too deep and cutting something off and being like, "Whoop, made that mistake, shouldn't have done that." But most of the case, a person that backs out has a habit of backing out. I was overseas and I watched these Afghans go into this compound. It was late at night. We were doing a raid. The lead guy goes in the building, and this thing was built like a bunker. They called it a subterranean surface. Okay, so there was 4 enemy fighters inside asleep, or at least we thought they were. As the lead man goes in, he gets scared. As he goes to enter the building, he gets scared. As he gets scared, he says, "Screw this, I'm not going in," and he backs out. And as he's backing out, the enemy woke up inside. And guess what they did? They started firing at him. They shot him in the back. They shot him in the back. I got the call over the radio that we had 1 friendly wounded. I didn't know whether it was U.S. or whether it was the Afghan. My heart immediately started racing. The next commands, the next calls over the radio were a little bit unclear. There was reports that he was okay. There was reports that he was shot in the back. I heard that the medic was moving to his location, so I moved myself to his location too to get a clear understanding of what was actually going on. So I got down there. The squad that I was attached to, because I was the platoon leader, they were in a gunfight with that compound, the subterranean surface. There was machine gun fire on both sides, firing back and forth. And it was late at night. It was dark. We're all wearing NVGs, night vision goggles. I finally find my way to the casualty. He's freaking out. As I get there, I start getting a read on the situation. And I discover, as the medic's treating him, that the guy is not wounded, but he did get shot in the back. Luckily, this Afghan, his plates stopped the bullet from hitting him. He was freaking out, but he wasn't bleeding. He felt the rounds. He knew he got shot. But fortunately, that guy ended up surviving. But it all started because he backed out. Guys, we have to become leaders we trust. When you trust you and you're getting ready to go in the bunker and you make the decision to go in, you follow it in. Even if the people behind you were telling you no, you go. You know how many people told me not to get out of the military? You know how many people told me not to pursue my path of getting into becoming an infantry officer, becoming the ranger? You know how many people told me not to run 100 miles? There was people in every step of the way that tried to talk me out of the things that Jeremiah wanted. I even had relationships in my life. Before I'm with my wife, before I met my wife, one of my earliest relationships, the girl that I was dating, she was a great girl. However, she would try to talk me out of going to the gym, out of becoming a personal trainer, because that's what I wanted to do. And I listened to her sometimes. And when I listened, I got miserable. And what I started doing, I stopped believing in myself when I started listening to her all the time. I questioned myself every step of the way. Well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. And I listened to everybody else's opinion. I listened to hers. And I found myself the most miserable that I had ever been by listening to others. I found myself not pursuing my dream. I found myself not getting in great shape. I found myself laying around, not doing shit, and being unhappy. I'll tell you what, if you're going to be a leader, you're going to have to ruffle some feathers. You're going to have to piss some people off, because you know that your mission, it requires your full effort, and you don't have time to waffle. You don't have time to be indecisive. You have to go. When you go in that building like the Afghan did, you walk in, you make the decision, and you follow it. You don't just go in, you lead with fire. You lead with fire in everything that you do. The girlfriend that told me, no, hey, you shouldn't do that, I should have done it more. I should have went and worked out more. I should have not only went and became a personal trainer, I should have started taking clients that day. The person that gets the top spot does whatever is required to take it. So you got to have a real honest conversation with yourself. Do you want to be the 1%, or do you want to be the 99%? Because I'm giving you the path right here. Guys, I want to see you take that top spot. Let's fucking go! Conquer all.